Michigan Governor Whitmer is looking to boost the state's population with migrants, and one local outlet is highlighting how state taxpayers are footing the bill. Here's One America's Daniel Baldwin.
Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer has come under fire for her policy stance towards, quote, newcomers, or as others would call them, migrants. Whitmer's proposed budget for the upcoming fiscal year includes $8 million to fund legal services she claims are crucial for migrants to apply for and receive asylum. I want to bring in Kyle Olson, the founder and publisher of The Midwesterner, who has been highlighting all of these issues. You really have to go and check them out for honest Michigan coverage. Kyle, you noted that in your article that 97% of all asylum applications in 2023 were filed by migrants who were caught in the country illegally. So Whitmer wants to allocate nearly $10 million of the state's budget to help assimilate illegal migrants in Michigan. Am I understanding this correctly?
Yes, so basically there's immigrant rights groups, they're legal groups that help them with asylum claims and all of those kinds of things. They're saying we have a huge backlog, and so we need help, and we need additional attorneys. And so the Gretchen Whitmer administration is proposing giving them $8 million in the next Michigan state budget, which is going through the legislature right now, giving them $8 million to be able to hire more attorneys. Now, what to me is crazy about this is that we published another story the other day pointing out that since Joe Biden took office in 2021, his administration has let go 200,000 cases because they didn't file the paperwork in time. And so basically what that means is that there is such a huge deluge of these immigration cases that the Biden administration is either not able to keep up with them, or they're just sort of looking the other way and allowing the cases to be dropped.
It really is. You also highlighted that Michigan taxpayers are shelling out more than $700,000 to, quote, support newcomer integration in the state through grants to organizations that look to boost migrant populations. You highlighted this press release, quote, the state expects to welcome an increased number of individuals and families as additional immigration pathways have been created at the federal level. All of this to say that a lot of Michigan taxpayer dollars are going towards migrants. What does this reveal about the governor's priorities?
Well, I think this is her strategy. So in Michigan, the population is declining, and other states are growing faster, and so Michigan has got a population problem. And of course, if you've got a declining population, things cost more, infrastructure costs more, et cetera. And so states are always trying to grow their population. Well, instead of trying to lure people from Indiana or Tennessee or California or wherever else, Gretchen Whitmer is saying we're going to try and grow our population with migrants, with people from other countries. And of course, there's a whole set of issues that go on with that in terms of, language barriers and how that impacts education and job issues and all of those sorts of things. And so it just is she's rolling out the welcome mat to the migrants. And what is happening specifically with these monies that you're talking about is she's giving them to farm worker groups, to immigrant right groups, to legal groups, all of those kinds of things. And then this is her focus.
Well, Kyle, I wanted to bring that up. Immigration has quickly become a key issue, especially for swing state voters in a state as important as Michigan. Immigration is one of the top issues where voters are coming down on, saying this is something that we're going to be voting on. This is something that voters would want to know about. Yet I don't see this from any other Michigan outlet other than yourself. What does that say about the press? Why aren't we hearing this at all?
Well, I think they're cheerleaders for Gretchen Whitmer. I think that's the bottom line. But, a lot of people are seeing through this. So we had talked about Ruby Garcia and her murder recently. And people see through that if Brandon Ortiz Vite was not in the country illegally, Ruby Garcia would be alive today. It's as simple as that. And so as much as the prosecutors or the police or the Whitmer administration or Dana Nessel, the Attorney General, sort of gloss over that fact, that is the fact. And then you look at these Chilean gangs that are terrorizing people in Oakland County with these very high precision very sophisticated burglaries. And these are happening in California, in Florida, across the country. And people see through that if we were tougher on immigration, that is not to say, eliminating legal immigration, but getting serious about the border, getting serious about people who are in the country illegally, these sorts of things would not be happening at least as much as they are now.
Kyle Olson, founder and publisher of The Midwesterner. Wise words, as always. Thank you so much for your coverage, and thank you for taking time to join and talk about this on One American News, sir. We appreciate it.
For all our viewers asking where One America News is heading in the future, we would like to introduce you to OAN Live. OAN Live is the best way to stay up to date on all of the hard-hitting, straight-shooting, national and international headlines. And the best part is, OAN Live is only $4.99 per month. All the credible, honest, unbiased reporting One America News offers at a fraction of the cost of cable. Just go to OANN.com to easily sign up for OAN Live and stay informed.